Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aqua Soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please come through. Give exactly what we need to know in addition to what is already shown up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. The messages are, in fact, general, guys, okay? We're here as a collective of Aquarians, so just take what resonates, leave the rest, don't force anything to fit. Cross watchers, you are also welcome here, so just place yourself where you belong in the storyline and leave the rest. Just, you know, flip-flop the storyline, however it goes for you, okay? Everybody listen to your intuition, your own discernment to guide you towards the messages that might be here for you today, and leave the rest. If we could all take a moment and smash that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I would truly appreciate it. We would love to have you join the gang. Hit the subscribe. That's it. That's all. Shoot me a little comment down below. A little hey girl, hey. Okay, so I felt kind of rushed through our little intro. Somebody is like really rushing me. They're putting some pressure on my back. They're kind of putting some pressure on me. Lots of downloads. Only one card in our pre-shuffle. So this person doesn't have a whole lot to say, but what they did say speaks volumes. In terms of where you stand with this person, that's going to be different for all of you. They want me to focus more on this person's energy as they feel it's important for you to see where they are coming from. Okay. They may always feel like their perspective or where they're coming from, their feelings, everything about how they are experiencing you is important. I'm wondering if that same grace was extended to you. Did you get that same luxury from this person? Because they want to focus wholeheartedly on how they are feeling. They feel like it's a big deal. We have Ace of Cups and it is in the reverse. This could be a water sign for some of you. Okay, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they may have this somewhere prevalent in their natal chart, like their rising sign or their Venus. I don't know. I don't get that this person has been super emotional until now. And I also get that they're hiding this, okay? This reversal is showing up in many of different ways. It's coming across differently, getting multitude of downloads. The very first, so when it popped out, this is the very first card, of course, the only card. They said blue side up, even though it was already reversed, right? So I do get that somebody is having the blues. They're feeling the blues. I got the blues. They're feeling blue. They feel as if this is not the way things was supposed to go, or maybe this is not how it went in their head. This is not how they intended for things to go. Maybe they feel like they did some things unintentionally, but this still was not the response and or the outcome. This Ace of Cups also signifies this person feeling as if you're pouring out your cup. So you're no longer extending an offer to them. The offer has been revoked. Access has been revoked. The offer no longer stands. Maybe you gave this person a pretty good deal in terms of compromise. There's something here. There's something big. And I get that they chose themselves, or they chose to go another way, or they chose to just not want to do whatever this is that they had the ability to do. I'm also hearing this Ace of Cups as a since you've been gone type of energy, or love and no contact sort of energy. So this is somebody who was expecting to hear from you. They were expecting to hear from you a long time ago, or they were expecting to just work things out long ago. And now they're recognizing or realizing that maybe the love is not there anymore. There's a song that is coming to mind now. I don't know who sings it. It's like an old school, or oldie song. So this person could be sitting around drinking like whiskey, brown liquor, listening to the oldies, or listening to old love songs, sad music, the blues, maybe rhythm and blues. You abandoned me, love don't live here anymore. So they feel like you don't love them anymore. Maybe you never did. It's making them question everything. They're kind of replaying in their mind how it would have come to this. This is somebody who has always expected to at least hear from you, or to at least get the opportunity to say sorry, something like that. They feel like you've cut that off. They don't have access to your cup anymore. They don't have access to your resources anymore, or even to your telephone number. For some of you, it's really deep, because I feel like if you've gone multiple cycles with this person, they've always been able to start over with you. Something about this feels final. Okay, and it's really taking a toll on them. So let's see. Now, my question to your person would be, why haven't you reached out to Aquarius? For some of them, they like, bitch, didn't you just hear me say I don't got their number? Didn't you just hear me say I'm blocked, bitch? Okay, fine. How about other ways? You know, how about by way of social media? Okay, I hear them screaming at me, and now you're screaming at me. Like, don't condone them. Don't have them. Tell them to just move on. I don't want to hear from them in the DMs. I don't want to get no emails, no texts, none of that. None of that. Don't pull up to my job. Don't call my mama. Don't talk to my cousin. Don't talk to nobody. Right? Like, it's done. It's over. This is somebody who's really struggling with this ending. It's not that it hasn't ended before. This feels final, is what I keep hearing. This could also be somebody who's willing to address, who's willing to face and admit the level of emotions, or I should say attachment is what I hear, right? The level of attachment that they had to you, and not just to you, but to the cycles, okay? This roller coaster, this up and down, the highs and lows, the makeup sex, the, you know, the forgives and the kissing and making up, and, you know, the ebbs and flows of the whole thing. Maybe they had become addicted to it, and now it's just not going the way that it's supposed to. It could be a Scorpio for some of you, because that sounds like fixed energy for me. See, we have communication is key, new moon in Gemini, and that's crossing communication, right? It's sort of like they misread the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? This person may have dual sides. They may have two sides to them. There's a side that they feel like you have not seen, or they feel like there's a side that they were not able to show you. This is somebody who wants to be more vulnerable. This Ace of Cups can definitely signify them hiding their vulnerability, acting as if they don't care, acting as if it is what it is, acting as if they can find another you in a minute, or if this is going to end and that's how you want it to be, then that's just how it's going to be. When in all actuality, if they were to really communicate how they were really feeling or how they really feel, they are heartbroken. They're sad. Okay, so they're really sad. A Gemini. What do you need to release? So we do have somebody addressing their own shadows, right? I don't see them quite taking accountability, but they're trying to figure out how this could have gone differently, right? Because the outcome of this is weighing on them pretty heavily emotionally, so they don't have any choice but to start thinking about different ways in which they could have done this, right? What the actual problem is, what the actual issue is. They may also be wondering why the two of you can't get it right. Questioning themselves, yes, but questioning the connection as a whole. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. See? And so I get this person wanting to approach you, right? I get them wanting to approach you. I get them wanting to call you. I get them wanting to meet up, go out, talk about this, be mature about it, get out of their own way, but they are not known to be the most vulnerable person. They don't like to really take accountability. Even if they know it's their fault, there's something within this South Node that makes it feel, it's hard. It's hard for them to do it. It's hard for them to express themselves properly. So instead, they just run away from the tough conversations or the tough things, the tough emotions. They just run away from it, or they hide it altogether, blue side up, right? So they don't want you to quite see how much this is affecting them, even though they can't quite move on, right? Like they're trying to figure out a strategy or a way to bring this back together, like the two of you have always done, is what I'm hearing, without having to dish it all, without having to go all in. Okay, Ace of Cups, without having to divulge everything, right? And be completely transparent. Ace of Cups is like overflowing, the full shebang, everything, the whole heart. And it's like, if you love someone, right, and if it's really affecting you like this, why would you not want to express wholeheartedly? It's tough. They can't explain it. This person doesn't know how to explain themselves very well. They can't even explain to themselves why they're not able to release you, or why they're not able to move on from this, okay? It's weighing very heavy on their heart. Okay, so a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Have you moved on from this person? I get that being their fears. Something that they want to know. They want to know if you're done with this. They want to know if you're over this, because any other time the two of you would have come back, okay, by now, or you would have reached out, extended an olive branch, asked them what they're going to do for their birthday, if that's coming up or if that's just past, something to that effect. Maybe there's something that you guys do that's tradition that kind of went over, that just has come and gone, and they have not heard from you. It could be quite some time since this person has heard from you. I don't know why it's affecting them now, if it's been an extended amount of time, but it is, and it could be energetically. They feel the scales balancing on your end, meaning somebody else is infiltrating this space, or someone else is getting ready to step into that empty space. So let me know down in the comments. To me, that suggests they're thinking, right? Contemplating a lot, like their mental space is being occupied by your energy. It either has to do with somebody that they feel approaching that's new, or you are really dating someone else new. Somebody else has infiltrated the space. Somebody else is in the energy. They can feel it. And it's kind of an aha moment for them, right? You beginning a new cycle with someone else, with someone completely different, when that new beginning was supposed to be theirs in their opinion, because that's what y'all always do. Okay, so this is a tough pill to swallow. Don't let your past hold you back. So they could have had ample amount of time to fix this. They're waiting until somebody else is playing with their toy, sort of thing. That's what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what it is, but that is possibly what it's going to feel like or look like to you, because it's sort of given the energy of, oh, now that you see somebody is handling me correctly, someone is coming in who's harmonious, somebody is coming in who can actually handle me, who can actually, meet me where I am, who's actually aligned, who's actually mature, who's actually all these things, just run down the list. Now you want to talk about your sorry, sad feelings, or this love that you never expressed before. This person can actually, if you communicate with them, they may actually start talking in ways that you've never known them to talk before, you guys, okay? There is a bit of a danger that they feel. Even if you haven't met anyone new, it's still going to surprise you. It's just like you never express yourself. I get this being somebody who's really closed off emotionally. It was like pulling teeth to get this person to really express how they feel about you. For some of you, you question whether this person actually even really liked you. Right? There was a lot of confusion surrounding how they actually felt or how they valued this connection. It's okay to let down your guard. Okay. So for a great majority of you, this person's guarded energy stems from something that happened in their past. Don't let go. Don't let your past hold you back, right? Like this is what has held them back. They are considering you the Ace of Cups, right? So that's one of the highest cards in the deck if we're talking romantic connections, if we're talking love, right? You could have really showed somebody a pure side of that, what it means to actually feel that. I do get that you were really pure and genuine with this individual. It was like pulling teeth, though, I feel, to get it, for it to be reciprocated. It was never quite balanced here. For that new moon in Libra to be showing up, you're going towards more balanced energy, things that actually serve you rather than the other way around. We have hooked, right? So there is an attachment here. An attachment is totally different than love, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, is what I'm talking to your person now. So they could be confusing this attachment, addiction, right? This sort of entitlement to this relationship with it being like a soulmate connection. I do feel it being soulmate energy, however, especially since they're able to feel your energy, even though the two of you are no contact, are not talking right now. It does feel like you are not engaging with this person on any level, yet you have taken control of their mental space. Could this be forever? Okay. So that's going to shake shit up a little bit, right? Could this be forever? Next to the new love. So you will have a choice between both old and new. But I feel like at the forefront of this person's mind is You know, have I fucked it up forever? Like, have I really messed this up? I thought I had another chance. I thought I would get like a sign. I thought I would get a warning that this is the last time. I thought that this is just who we are as a couple. I thought this is like our thing. And now you're showing this person, yeah, no, like, our attachments are totally different. In fact, I was giving you grace. I was giving you multiple chances. However, that doesn't mean that I was stuck on you. I was giving you a chance. I was giving you grace based on your own shadows that you were not working through, that you weren't able to release and get out of your own fucking way. I was being there and allowing you to see that, to see if maybe we can come to some sort of consensus or some sort of compromise, right? But that never quite happened. So now we have this person quite confused, right? At how you're so easily moving away, or why you are not answering the phone, why you are not allowing them to contact you, why you have moved forward. That's not the way that this story was supposed to end in their mind, or that's not the lineup of the story. Okay. That's not how it normally goes. That's not what they banked on. Okay. How do you feel about this person? I would like to know down in the comments. If you're truly done, it's understandable, and they will have no choice but to live with that. It will be something that sticks to them potentially for the remainder of this lifetime. Okay, because of the amount of opportunities that they had to balance this out, because of all of the new beginnings that you have given them, they kind of took that for granted. They took your kindness for weakness. Sucker for love. That's what I'm hearing. So we have Crown, and that's in the reverse. Okay. So they didn't step up. They feel like they're losing control. Okay. When they had the chance to lead, because I feel like you gave this person an opportunity to take hold of their own shit. The sad thing is, it could have really worked if they took that opportunity. Okay. If they took your advice, it could have really worked. We have Rose at the bottom of the deck, right? So there's genuine emotions here, you guys. There's genuine love here. This could be this person's first real heartbreak. Okay? They never quite thought it would get there with the two of you, just based on how the relationship had transpired all this time. It's not something that they really had to worry about, because you were enduring a lot, right? They were always able to come in and say sorry. They were always able to come in and apologize, or talk their way out of something, or be given another chance. There was a lot of forgiveness, lots of apologies, lots of chances for sure, you guys. Multiple cycles with this person. I also get this South Node card now speaking to me in reference to mirrored energy, meaning that you also are in the space of not letting your past hold you back. So while you may have also had this strong attachment to this person, which is understandable because they're a soulmate, right? It's not really easy to just walk away from something. You don't really get to decide when to stop loving somebody. You may in fact still love them. However, that still doesn't negate the fact that you were neglected in this relationship. You have to choose yourself, or you have to choose something else. You have to choose a better choice. Choose what's best for you. That's a part of your healing, to no longer be willing to endure somebody who is not choosing you, somebody who is closed off to this, right? Someone who is accepting your cup, yet their cup is half empty all the time, or just has one drop in it, right? You were starving, or, you know, really dying of thirst in this relationship. It wasn't feeding you. Okay, so this is something that you had to release, and you had to understand that this is your past. That doesn't mean that there's not an ability to fix this. For those of you who are still interested. However, it does look like a separation is inevitable. And it also looks as if there's a new person that's coming in. And this is someone who you are supposed to meet. It's fated for you to meet this new person. This is either a Libra or someone who has extremely complementary energy. And there's lots of chemistry. as well as synastry. So the two of you have a lot in common. So you're being led to move away from your South Node. South Node would lead you to hear this person out, to relinquish your control, to see if this person will step up or give another chance, right? Benefit of the doubt, because there's love there. But I get both of you are being led towards your North nodes. And for you, it looks like that will be choosing a new love cycle, okay? Seeing what it's actually supposed to feel like so that you can start holding not just this person, but everybody else accountable for what it is that you deserve, right? Like, so once you start experiencing the love that you deserve, there's no going back. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you will never experience or accept, rather, less. And for this person, I feel like going towards their north is to be more extroverted, is to be more expressive. It is to, you know, let go of their past insecurities, right? It's to go towards their light side, not the darkness. It is to express more. It's to feel more. And it's also to level up. We have the the Empress, as well as the Eight of Cups. So this one is going to hurt, okay, for them. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt you, but I just get this growth spurt being a little bit different on your end. It is a mirrored growth spurt, meaning that the both of you have come into this connection to transform, okay, to grow. I do get this being a growing pain for this individual, okay? We have a Queen or a King of Wands going into an Empress or an Emperor. So that's a huge jump. And in order to get there, I always say the Empress and the Emperor are top shelf. They are the upper echelon. They have learned every lesson of every king and every queen. They have learned all the lessons of all the pages, all the knights, all the kings, all the queens, right? And so therefore nothing gets past them. And they're also able to lean into that alchemic energy, which suggests that they will be able to build anything that they want, right? Grow anything that they want. It is very abundant. It is extremely magnetic, right? Everything that they touch turns to gold, sort of thing. And then at that point, it is at that point that they would be on the level of someone who can recognize their lane or where they fit in a relationship. They're able to address things that are not easy, right? They're able to have those tough conversations. They're able to love on themselves, therefore being able to love on other people. Whereas with the Queen of Wands, I get them just needing, right? It's very needy. They're even pointing her hand being out, or his. Gender doesn't matter, right? It's like the hand is out. What do you have to give me? Like, what actions are you going to make towards me? All of the candles surrounding me, all of the light around me. It could be very selfish. It could be a very selfish card. And it's like you're guarded, but you will still hold somebody else back, right? Like, because it feels good, because what they are offering is something that feels good, is something that you need, is something that's resourceful, is something that you like. When it's your turn to do the same thing because you're not equipped, then you shut down, then you run away, or you start an argument, right? Like, or you're triggered or something of the sort, right? Like, it's really selfish, because this is the type of person who in the past would accept a relationship where they know that they were not on the level to reciprocate. That's the issue, right? So you were placed in a position where you were the one who was having to choose to release this. Okay, fuck that. I deserve what I want in a relationship too. I shouldn't always have to be the one compromising. I shouldn't have to always be the one wondering why, right? Like, my cup is not being replenished. Why can't we have the hard conversations? Why aren't you expressing to me how you feel, right? Like, why aren't you telling me that I'm the only one? Why aren't we exclusive? Whatever it was, right? There's this sentiment that their hand was always out, or their needs were being met beyond, and yours were not. And now the tide is shifting, okay? There's somebody coming in who meets every need. They check every box. That doesn't mean that you're going to end up with this person, but it does allow you to see the difference between what it is that you want to endure forever versus shit that you weren't even able to endure for, I give it a month at the most. The two of you were always on the outs. It was always something else. It was always an argument. It was very hard. It was a very difficult relationship. And it's not like the love wasn't there. It was, but you just kept getting met with boundaries and mountains and a speed bump and then a red light, bitch, and then a stop sign, ho, and then a snowstorm, and then the tire popped, and then the goddamn engine ran out, and then, you know what I'm saying? It was just one thing after another, after another, after another. You can never quite coast in this, and it was because of this person's outlook on relationships. You were carrying this whole shit yourself. You love them, but it's too much. It's just too fucking much. And that will be painful, right, for this person to see and look at. But it has to happen, right? That's the only way that they're going to step up and actually lead in their life. That's the only way that they're going to actually reach the heights that they have the ability to reach. Does that mean that the two of you will end up together? Not necessarily, but it's possible, right? It's definitely going to take time for them to get there or to get here, but it's inevitable. And for some of you, a conversation does need to be had. Because now I'm looking at this communication as key card, and it's crossing this Ace of Cups. So we don't want to do the same thing that this person would do, which is run away from the tough conversations. If you're feeling this disconnect, if you're feeling that this is not going to work, or this is just too much, or this is not something that I want to have to deal with in the long run, that's very Aquarian energy. It's like, yes, I love you, but can we just let's look at the facts, bitch. Let's look at the facts, okay? Let's put it all out on paper, all in black and white. The fact is, with or without love, bitch, can I do this with you for many, many years to come? Hell, fuck, no. I will burn out before anything, right? Like, no, this is not something that I can do, even if we did decide to be together, even if we did decide to get married, even if we did decide to have children, even if we did decide to stay together. Is this something that I can do? Is this something that I can endure for eternity? Until the end, bitch? Until? No. Right? Like, no. I'm out of here. That is the beginning of the shift. Where you both are supposed to go off and learn different lessons. The leveling up will come on both ends. And it is only at that point that you will have the ability to then see, once you've both leveled up, if you even still like each other, because you're not going to be the same people after this. After this Eight of Cups, you won't be the same people. We have the Eight of Cups, but there's a bowl there, right? So it is painful, like I said. Now, I'm not trying to invalidate the pain or the hurt that you might feel, but they're putting more of an emphasis on this person. Theirs is more of a growing pain, while yours is more of a discomfort, more of a damn, I got to start over. It's more of an inconvenience rather than walking through the fire. Okay. I get you possibly being the one standing here in this Eight of Cups, walking towards the sun. So walking towards a romantic connection that actually feeds you, walking towards things that fill you up, right? That make you feel full, that bring you light, that bring you joy, that bring you abundance, not something that's always draining you or making you sad or making you second guess yourself, your life, your worth. Like, fuck all of that. And I get this person being the bowl. I have to say it. Their old self has to burn the fuck up, unfortunately, right? This is the only one. It's two of you. They are the only ones who wanted to hold on to things the way that they were. So they're the ones in the fire of, the fire within this bowl. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, right? So two eights. The Eight of Wands in the reverse is a halt. It's a complete stop. It's a full stop. And it is to regain balance, okay? It's to re-understand oneself. It's to regain an understanding of who you are, self-reflection, harmony. Be sure to have patience with yourself during this time. And you are also being led, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. I'm talking to your person now, to have patience with yourself as well, as it is going to be a very difficult journey for you to understand how you got here, and then to also understand the love that you need to pour into yourself in order to get to the next level. That does not mean that Aquarius is going to be over there. Tough pill to swallow. Tough titty, said the kitty. You got to do it. You have to do it either way. There is no guarantee that you will get another opportunity with Aquarius, okay? For some of you, you have burnt this bridge all the way to the fucking ground. There's only ashes. There's nothing left, okay? There's only a processional, bitch. It's dead. So working on yourself is all you have left. For others of you, there's a chance for it to be salvageable, but don't put too much on that. Do not put too much on that. This is about you. This is about you. This whole reading is about you. So we have the Nine of Wands. Clarifying it, we have the Chariot, right? So they do want to move forward, and I do see them doing the work. I do. It's going to be a battle. Nine of Wands is signified by the wounded warrior. Tough habits, old habits die hard is what I'm hearing. So this Nine of Wands along with the Chariot signifies to me somebody who's having a tough time choosing the light over the dark, right? Being stuck in their ways, right? Wanting to lean into old habits, old ways of doing things, wanting to go backwards because it feels better, because this is not going to be an easy journey, but you don't really have a choice. You don't really have, it's an illusion, right? You have free will, but what's fated is fated, right? Like let's not confuse the two. This Ace of Cups in the reverse at the central theme of this reading is a signifier of someone who doesn't love themselves, right? So they have to be selfish in relationships because the love that they lack for themselves, they look for it outside. So once they get it from someone else, they have to hold on to it because there is no more. Therefore, whoever they are in relationship with, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, the other person will always be neglected because they have none. So this is a journey of self-love. It really is. Passion. Find your passion. The passion within. The fire within. Find your worth. Find what makes you grow. What makes you tick. Find what drives you. Find that spark within yourself, not outside of yourself. So it's a really tough journey for this person. And, you know, I'm definitely sending you guys love and light for having to endure it with them. Once again, like I said, I see somebody else coming in, a Libra or a Sagittarius. For some of you, this is a new connection. This is this will be the next relationship that you have. Okay, it could be a divine counterpart. It's definitely going to be a soulmate. Okay, so now we're going band for band. No, we're going soulmate for soulmate. And others of you, it's just here to show you, to open the gates, right, to a new cycle, to show you what's out there, right? To also get you to start really tweaking that desires list for the divine in terms of what your partner looks like, what you want, what you don't want, so that you can be set up for the next cycle to go towards a connection that can be something that will last forever, right? Like something that you would want to be in forever, something that's not so difficult. I feel like the cycle of difficult relationships, the cycle of, you know, the ups and downs, the confusion, the lack, it's done. It's done. So now they're just needing a list from you to let them know, okay, so what do you want? Now that we see what you don't want, what do you want? And then we will throw in those who fit that bill as well as those who don't to see if you really mean it. So let's hop over to the extended, okay? I definitely want to see where this individual feels things are heading. Let's see what shadows the both of you needed to address. And that will be the reason why things have gone down this way. I want to see what karma the divine has set up for this person here, and that will be the karma or karmic debt that needs to be paid in order for the transformation to begin and to be complete. I also would like to know, is the transformation complete by the time they come back around? What are their next steps? Detailed next steps. How will they approach you? What way in which will they try to fix this? I also would like to know their purest intentions. That'll let us know if they're showing up with the intention to be this new version of themselves, or are they still leaning into those old habits? Then we'll see what the outcome is, whether you decide to stay or go. Let's see what the best possible outcome is if you decide to re-engage in this, and what do you get out of it, right? What would you be setting yourself up for, good or bad? Let's just see, what do you get out of it? We will also see the new. Okay, we see the new showing up even prior to the extended. So we will dig a little bit deeper into this person, see what they are like, what their personality is like, what they find attractive about you, and vice versa. Let's see why they're single. Okay, if there are any red flags or deal breakers we need to kind of unpack about them, let's see what those might be as well. I also want to see what Spirit suggestion is for you to elevate your frequency and to block all toxicity and low vibrational energy as you move to this next cycle. We will also look at any blockages that might be prolonging you from moving into that next cycle and keeping you in the current cycle. We will then see what the potential is for union with the new thing, and we'll look at some time frames. Okay, for both old and new. When will they be approaching so that you can be prepared for that? And when will your next long-term committed relationship more than likely be? We will then get focus advice on how you can attain your desired life of happiness and fulfillment in the least amount of time according to the divine. And we will throw in an Ask the Universe reading where I will give you the floor to ask a few questions of your own. We'll use this deck, but I have more instructions for that over in the extended, okay? So without further ado, please click that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's